Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm doing pretty good myself. Well, I was on the internet today strolling through different articles and I came across one that I would like to share with you guys. I think it's very funny and ingenious at the same time. It's about a 6-year-old boy who lives in St. Louis, Missouri, and he asks his dad for a $20 advance in his allowance to buy a toy. This is the funny part. The dad created an official letter declining his son's request. And the letter looks all professional with a logo of a lion, and the bank's name is Dad, and the tagline says savings and loan because apparently I'm made of money. I think it's funny. I'm gonna read the articles to you, and so you guys could appreciate what I experienced. The letter begins like this. We regret to inform you at this time that we are unable to provide a loan in the amount requested of $20. After reviewing your account, we have found you have insufficient funds and a history of not doing your chores. And the dad also pointed out that $80 has been spent on discretionary entertainment expenses since Christmas. This is an unsuitable amount of expenditure, and we cannot further compound the problem by assisting with occurring further debt at this point. But then the dad puts this in a letter. If you would like to refute this decision, you can contact our complaint department and he gives the kid's mom's number. Our dispute manager at this number may be able to persuade us to reverse our decision. What do you guys think about that? I think that's funny. I mean, imagine this little 6-year-old boy. The dad hands him this letter. He's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with this? Or if perhaps the 6-year-old boy is a genius and he can understand those fancy words. Me at 6 years old at that time, no. I was not able to read a letter like that. All I can do is count to 10. But this dad reminds me of my dad. My dad was so cheap, I'm telling you. I had an allowance of $1, and that's after with my mom's helped increasing the amount to the dollar. He wanted to give me like 10 cents a week. I used to get $1 a week, man. It was cool. $1 a week. And it took me almost 2 years, I think 2 years to save $100. And when at the end I had this stack full of money, and I thought I was the man. I would go around carrying it with me and showing it off to my friends at school, which nowadays you can't do that. But yeah, I would be showing it off to my friends. And I would go around when I go to buy something. I would take the whole $100, which I didn't occur to me at that time. That's not safe. But I mean, this dad's like my dad. What do you think? Please leave comments in the comment section down below, and let me know what you think about the article, and what would you do if your child asks you to give him an advance in his allowance of that amount, $20 or even more. I tell you, my dad is something else. He's a character. My dad loves money more than he loves me, and my mom. He grew up poor, so he appreciates he appreciates money and what it can do for you. I remember my dad. We lived in New York when I was a kid, and just to save the money, the bus money from our house to the train station, he would walk the way. He would do anything he can do to save money. Back in the days, we used to have a savings passbook, and let me tell you, my dad would get excited when he see another zero added. Money is like a religion to this man. This man used to sleep with his passbook under his pillow, thinking that it's protected. It's protected there. I think it goes the hierarchy. My dad's hierarchy goes like this: money, 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 God, money, 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 family. I think that's how my dad looks at the world. I I remember when he was asking for something, he would always say, "Okay, when I get paid, we'll get you that toy or whatever I wanted." And then when he got paid, he just never got back to me. He probably hoping I forgot. And the other trick that he used to do, and I used to find irritating, was we would go to the toy store or store to at the store I wanted the whatever I wanted. No matter what I asked for, oh man, I didn't bring enough. I'm like, really? You made me walk all this way, and I'm not gonna get no toy, no nothing. Jeez, my dad was cheap as hell, man. He, I used to have to walk to school. He would not buy a car. I used to have to walk to school when we moved to Florida. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's not easy to walk anywhere. Everything is like a mile or two away, and I used to have to walk to school every day in junior high. I remember that's when we moved to Florida when I was in junior high, and I used to have to walk to school, and I would so ask my dad, when are we going to get a car? He was all like, I'm working on it. What he was working on was making more zeros at the end of his passport. Increasing his bank account. That's what he was working on. He's not going to spend $1. I tell you, my dad, the only time that he would spend money is if he had to buy a safe to put his money in. That's the only way he would spend his money. It had to be absolutely necessary, because he's not pouring his dollar. And when my mom would ask him for money, oh God, it was like he would give her like $10. Could I buy a week's groceries? Oh, like really? Yeah, but he can appreciate he knew what it meant not to have. So he appreciated having money and making sure he budgeted and spent his money wisely, which he taught me that, you know, there's a difference between need and want. You can want something, but do you really need it? So I try to live like that. If I don't have the money to buy something, guess what? I don't need it. So I just wanted to share this article with you guys. Please leave comments in the comment section down below to give me some of your experience with your parents. And if you're a parent, would you give your son the advance that he asked for? Well, until next time, peace, love, and happiness. Please subscribe to my channel and watch this video and like the video. Thank you so very much for watching. Peace out.